Hello, welcome back. My name's Morgan and I make videos talking about UX design, how you can change your career to UX design, how I changed my career to UX design. This is Rogue. She's going to be interrupting this video most likely the whole time, so get used to her. If you didn't see the video that I just posted where I am in the same outfit, I moved. That means that I can't find any of my things, so I apologize for the audio on this video. I'm just using my iPhone. I don't have my mic adapter or anything. Obviously, I also don't have a dedicated space, so I'm sure that like the echo in this room is terrible. With that out of the way, I want to talk to you guys about imposter syndrome. Just so that way we have the same definition. Imposter syndrome is essentially where you feel like a fraud. You're like, I don't belong here. I'm not qualified for this. I'm not gonna make it because of XYZ. You essentially just feel out of place and like you don't belong in either the position that you're in or the position that you're aspiring to be in. It is completely natural. Everyone goes through it, and in my opinion, if you don't go through it, you probably don't care enough. If you're aspiring to do something completely new, something that you are not familiar with, you're not well versed in, and you're not at least a little bit scared, I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me. Obviously, I have felt imposter syndrome. I feel it now, even. Where you feel imposter syndrome in different parts of your career journey, it can feel different. So like right now, I'm pretty settled in my career. I've been a UX designer for over 2 years now at Vanguard, but I'm constantly pushing myself to be on new projects, learning about new technology, meeting with strategists and other groups of people where I'm like, yeah, I probably don't belong here, but like I'm gonna do it anyway. Now I sort of chase that imposter syndrome, that sort of feeling of I should not be involved in this, but I'm going to be. It's really a liberating feeling once you embrace the imposter syndrome, because it means, in my opinion, that you're in the right place. If you are feeling like, oh my God, I don't belong here, they made a mistake hiring me, there must have been something wrong with the paperwork, it must have been another Morgan that they meant to hire, it means that you care. It means that you care about doing well. It means you care about messing up, which it's a good thing, and you get over it over time, obviously, right? It's like with anything else that you embark on that's new. It's like, all right, well, if I screw this up, then that's what it is. Whether it's something as simple as like, trying a new recipe or trying a new sport, whatever. If you're new at something, you're going to feel that sense of like, oh, well, this might not go well. And I believe that imposter syndrome comes in when you really care about that thing. So like you might not care about being, like I played pickleball for the first time with some friends the other day. I didn't care about being bad because I'm not trying to be a professional pickleball player yet. I don't feel like an imposter when I'm doing those things, but I feel like an imposter when it's something that like I really, really care about. And I think it's because we feel like we should already be good at that thing. It's like if I'm applying to a job and I'm asking someone to give me money for the service that I am providing, I should already be good at that thing. Not the case. A lot of it has to do with potential. A lot of it has to do with passion. A lot of it has to do with soft skills. So the imposter syndrome that I am feeling now is different from the imposter syndrome when I first started my job. I was 100% feeling like, I've never even been part of a big company. I don't know how benefits work. I don't understand these meetings I'm supposed to be a part of. I don't understand the roles of the people that are on the same team as me. I had to ask my manager, why was I hired? And if you've been on the channel for a while, you know that he said because I was empathetic and curious, and I am a passionate person when it comes to things like UX design, because I love solving problems and I wanted to do it creatively. And I was so stressed about it because I care about it so much. So if you're feeling like an imposter, it's because you care, and that's a fantastic thing. So as long as you're keeping that passion and you're not letting that imposter syndrome bring you down and like make you like self-deprecate and stuff, use that imposter syndrome to be like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I am happy to be involved and I am going to learn. It's like the equivalent of that saying, if you're the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room. Learn from the people around you. Like I said earlier, like I am constantly trying to put myself in those positions now. Like I'm chasing that high of like starting out as someone who feels like an imposter and then getting good at that thing, or at least learning enough to be able to talk about it. Obviously, then that's different from when I was job hunting. I went through a lot of feelings. I can't compete against these people who go to school for UX or go to school for design, something actually related to the field, people who have had internships. I've only had marketing jobs that like mainly did not relate to the UX field. I did a boot camp, like my degree is in business. It was not related. When I was looking at all of those job descriptions, like I don't have a degree in computer science or fine arts or whatever it is that they were looking for. No one was looking for someone with a business degree. So you never know what people are actually looking for, by the way. This is a side note, but I'm learning that a lot of job descriptions are just like copy and paste, and that recruiters and HR people don't actually know what they're looking for. So just apply to any company or product that sounds good to you and let them decide whether you're qualified or not. It's not up to you to decide what you are qualified for. Let the people hiring and interviewing figure that out for you. Don't let it hold you back from anything. So when I was going through my imposter syndrome, when I was job searching, I was comparing myself to people all the time. I'm like, if these people who have design backgrounds are not getting jobs, how could I get a job? I mean, how am I qualified? I was getting ready to go back to marketing. Many times I broke down to my now fiance. I'm like, I am not cut out for this. I'm not seeing any results. And I needed that pep talk from him. And this is my pep talk to you, that you can do it. If you are watching this video, I am telling you that you have the passion to get a UX design job. So anyway, back to imposter syndrome. So I was obviously feeling that during my job search. The imposter syndrome kind of fueled me to improve. So I was like, okay, I know the only way that I am going to be able to get a job is by getting more projects in my portfolio other than the one in my boot camp. I started my own projects. Some of them were really, really bad. Some of them were bad. Like I do not have them in my portfolio. They're not good. But because I did those projects early, I was able to do better projects later on. So it's okay to feel like, okay, I am not great at user interviews, which I wasn't. I was not good at user interviews. I was not good at visual design. By doing a lot of projects, I started to learn more things because, the projects also help teach you the skills. So going into it, only doing the things that you know how to do, you're not pushing yourself enough. So put yourself in an uncomfortable position. For the project that I believe got me hired, I was like, all right, I'm going to pay money to do a SurveyMonkey survey where I'm going to ask people that I don't know questions about their finances. Like that was something I didn't know how to do. I was putting my own money on the line and it went okay. And like I recognized areas where I had bias and in like previous projects and stuff. So I started working on like being unbiased, accepting results as they come to me instead of skewing them to fit the product that I wanted to do. Things like that. Showing self-improvement through projects too is also going to help you. So putting yourself out there, putting yourself out there to fail. I'm sure you guys all see like those rejection exposure therapy videos. It's kind of what you have to do for yourself. Like you have to put yourself in a position where something might not go perfectly, but you did it, you did the thing, and it'll be better next time because you learned. Like that really is how it works. And it sucks and it's hard work and you're gonna feel bad sometimes, but that's how you grow. And it was the same thing when I felt that imposter syndrome in my boot camp. When I was learning, I was like, I am terrible at visual design. I didn't even finish that part of my boot camp because I gave up. Because I was like, I don't get this and I am bad at it and I don't wanna do it. I regret not finishing that because that was an area where I should have pushed myself, but I felt like I was already pushing myself enough by switching careers. That was not right of me. I should have continued to do something, learn a skill that I was not great at. But I just felt like, what am I doing here? I think a big reason why I stuck with the boot camp was because I put so much money into it that I was like, I need to finish this. And also like, I was unemployed. I'm like, I'm already like this deep. There is no turning back right now. If I quit this, like, what am I even doing? Like, what does that say about me as a person? Because I was scared. I was really scared. I was scared because I was passionate, because I knew that this was the start of my journey, and you heard about all my different phases of imposter syndrome. But the reason that I kept feeling like an imposter was because I was moving into new areas. I went from, being in marketing, hating it, deciding to do the boot camp. That was my first thing that I was like, I am committing to this and I am scared, but I am excited. Went from boot camp to job search. It didn't go well at first and I felt like an imposter. And then I decided to get that experience by doing my own projects. And I felt like an imposter with that, and I did a bunch of projects and a lot of them were really, really bad, but I improved every time because I embraced that imposter syndrome, improved in areas that I was like, I am not good at this, brought that into my interviews, and I showed that and I explained that to people, and I would say like, yeah, like I knew that I was biased in this one project, so I really focused on that in my next one. And then going from the interview to starting a new job where you're like, oh my God, was this a mistake? Why am I here? Like, I don't belong with these people. And then moving from being in your early career to sort of being more settled and then forcing that imposter syndrome, you know, like not wanting to stay complacent. Don't stay where you are, like continuously push, continuously be new at things and feel that dread of not being good enough. Because you're always improving, even just by putting yourself in that position, you are improving. You are not an imposter. You are new. You are new to something. And every perspective is important in UX design. Your background doesn't matter. As long as you are constantly pushing, constantly trying to improve yourself, treating yourself as something that like you are making incremental improvements like you would on a UX design project. Make yourself your product. Just always improve, get feedback, see what is and isn't working about you as the product. It will all work out for you. I have faith in all of you. Like I said, the fact that you are watching this video from such a small channel means that you have the passion and the drive and the desire to do well and learn and improve. And I really hope that you start embracing that imposter syndrome and liking being new at something, because you are going to do so well if that is how you view things. So do not let imposter syndrome and feeling like you're not good enough and feeling like you don't belong get you down. Ask questions of people who you feel are more experienced. Make sure that you are being hands-on with your own improvement. You know, don't just be like, okay, yes, I recognize that. Like, actively take actions on things. I know this video was all over the place, but imposter syndrome is something that I'm really passionate in talking about because it's just terrible when people get dragged down by that. I really hope that this video helped you feel as amazing as you are. You like being new at something and you're excited about the new adventure that you're going to be on. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I know that I'm probably not going to be super consistent with videos for a while because obviously I'm still unpacking. I'm still trying to figure out a space to film, but I'm going to do my best. If you have any requests for videos, please let me know, because that's probably one of the hardest parts, is coming up with video ideas that will actually help you guys. I don't want to make just like fluffy videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.